Hi guys, how are you all? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are going live, and as usual, because this is Facebook, we will have to use the crunch time for 5-10 minutes to get things sorted technically. Hmm. Yes, I can see Dr. Rita. Hi Rita, I can see you. That's the first good news. And here I invite you. More easy. I think I can get you online immediately. Awesome. Hi.
Hi, Ruchi.
So, first question, can you see me properly in the frame or am I
Yeah.
getting cut somewhere? Can you see me
One
properly?
second. Give me. Yeah, I can see you first class, and just give me 1 second. What I will be doing is I'm going to post this on my so that more
Yes,
people.
yes. And somehow we have been paused. Hi Nidhi, how are you? It's so good to see you. So today, Nidhi, we are going to talk about how after marriage, women can restart their career, or find passion, turn it into profession, or upscale their current business, and few more questions that I have. So welcome, Nidhi.
Yeah.
Hi Pari, how are you? Hi Yash, how are you? So yes, we want more and more people joining in, and meanwhile we join in, we wait for the people to join in. We'll have a quick introduction round. Hello, 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 hello. How are you all?
So if I'm keeping it horizontally, is it going to work? It won't work, right?
No, no, because we
No,
can't see you.
I have a
Hi,
problem. 1 minute.
Harshal.
1 second.
Hi, Harshal. Yes, yes. Please, you can adjust. Meanwhile, we'll wait for the audience to join in.
No, okay, I have a very typical problem. 1 plus 1 has a ear plugs
The
which is
headset is
below.
down.
So
Yeah,
yes,
yes, yes,
headset is
yes. This
down.
happened
So I'm
with the
just trying.
earlier iPhone also. Okay, okay. Hello, Vidya. Hello. So we have people joining in. Awesome, awesome. You are
So
quite
are you
stable
able to hear
now.
me well?
Absolutely clear. How are you? Welcome, welcome to
Great.
the live, Rita.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we can start. Ready to go? Hi, Harshal. Hi, Vidya.
So I am down with cold and cough since yesterday,
Yeah, I was just
and
about to ask you, how are you feeling now?
so I'm okay. I mean, I'm better. I had my medicines, but these things do not go off so easily. So I might disturb you in between, but I'll try to cover my mouth as so the volume is low.
No
So
problem.
yes,
Hi,
Rita.
Leena Thakkar.
Uh,
Hi, Vidya Sayani.
hello, hello, people. So
So I'm
yes,
very
we have.
excited, first of all, for all of you for being here with me. And Ruchi is an awesome person. And I
Thank
think
you.
this next 1 hour we are going to rock it, Ruchi.
Totally, totally, Rita. Because I have some amazing questions. I have few people who have asked me so relevant questions, and they're so looking forward to this live session. The answers and their queries sorted. So even I am very excited. Hi, Gunvanti Raka. Hi, Akshay Vid. How are you all, guys? So you got paused, Rita, for some
Yeah,
reason.
so I
I
changed
cannot
my
see.
network.
Yeah.
I don't think now there will be a
Okay.
problem.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let me begin by introducing myself. Hi, this is Ruchi Hirani, mother to this amazing daughter, wife to superhuman, a lot foodie, a little crazy, but a strong believer, choreographer turned homemaker turned author, and now a couple clarity coach, creator and curator of happily ever after lifestyle. My mission is to help millions of couples out there to design the first 5 years of the marriage in a way that they can overcome all the negative emotions by themselves and transform into a power couple, thus designing their own happily ever after. And with me today is Dr. Rita Shah, and I do not have words to explain and express what role she has to play in my transformation journey. So after she introduces herself, I will share with you guys that one incident where Rita kind of, gave me that last push. I wanted to bungee jump. I was standing at the edge of the mountain. I could see the feeling of bungee jumping. Still, I couldn't bungee jump, but was given by Rita, and I will exactly tell you how it happened. So, welcome, Rita, and please tell our audience something about yourself so that they equally get charged up like I was 2 years back.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And a little bit about myself. I'm basically a chartered accountant. Then I did my triple masters with my law and finally did PhD from IIT Bombay. Been in education field for 27 years. Decided to move out and really do something which is more meaningful. Today I'm a TEDx speaker, an international coach, founder of Superwoman Unleashed, director to Crest Education, and director to Shemaru Entertainment Limited, mother of three lovely children, also a mother-in-law now of an awesome son, and that's my son-in-law. And I'm on
Guys,
a mission
her
to impact 1 million people by 2025.
Wow, amazing. Guys, they during the lockdown, her elder daughter got married, and they were all in news because it was such a beautiful wedding. Only through the pictures we could feel the simplicity of the marriage it took, and the real meaning of marriage, that there's a union of two people, two families, could be shown in that picture. It was so beautiful. I can't forget the kind of setup, the aura, and how beautiful your daughter looked. I still remember all those pictures, Rita. So
Yeah,
congratulations
it
on
was.
her wedding.
Yeah, and for the viewers, it was a digital wedding. My daughter and my son-in-law being in Chhattisgarh, we here in Mumbai, my son-in-law and his family, one in Ahmedabad, parents in Ahmedabad, and brothers and Bhabhi in LA, US, and the rest of the family all scattered at different places of the world. And we are all on Skype, and we saw the wedding and we gave virtual Ashirwad. That was the kind of wedding she had.
Very true, very true. And now I would want to share with you, before asking all the questions, how Rita helped me take my transformation step for the first time. So I remember walking into Arfine's seminar. I have shared this with every one of you, and I felt the need of transformation myself because I was stuck in life after marriage. At the end of the event, I went behind. My husband introduced me to Rita, and he told, "Okay, you women talk to each other. You will be able to relate more. I am going and bringing a coffee for you." So I went and spoke to Rita, and she was nicely listening to me. I said, I cannot do anything right now. I have a 5-month-old daughter. I have no house help. I have sas sassur. I have to do all the work. She was nicely listening, and I thought she is not even interested. And I was like, okay, I don't have anything left to say. And then she's like, okay, so don't do it. And I was like, what? I was not expecting this answer. And she asked me the second question. Okay, don't do it, but then where are you looking? You do whatever, you continue doing whatever you're doing, and after 5 years, where do you see yourself? And I was shocked till the entire DNA of mine that fuck, I will not go anywhere. If I am the same Ruchi for the next 5 years, 15 years, 30 years, I'll be the same. So then she told me, then stop giving excuses yourself. Here is the form. Take that first step. And guys, I signed up. So I want to thank you, Rita. You were that ultimate push because of which this entire thing have started in my life. The feeling of transformation, the magic of contribution. I am so happy and relieved today that I took that decision. So thank you very much.
Yeah, so just want to share this with people that, when somebody asks, really listen, what are they coming, what are they sharing, where are they coming from, are they ready to take plunge, or are they still, outside and thinking about it? And then instead of giving advice, if you feel that they have the fire in them, but something is stopping them, sometimes it's important that you really push them behind and just show them that if they don't do, what's going to happen, in their life, like what are they going to lose. And being a chartered accountant, I will say one thing, that there's always a cost benefit analysis. So all of us wants benefits of everything, but what we don't
Yes,
want to do is pay the cost for it. And whenever we
very
see the cost, that is the pain, the trouble, the challenges, the struggle, we want to give up. But then
yes,
when we give up, we give up on the benefits. And the moment you explain, or rather let people experience, don't even explain, let them experience the cost of not doing something
don't know.
is so
Very true.
huge, that they will take action.
Very true, very true. And you know, guys, Rita has three kids, but you should know the age of those three kids. So, Rita, I want this thing to be actually shared with the audience because people think that three kids to mere bhi hai, what a big deal. But I want them to understand what is you as you're such a beautiful and strong person. Before asking any question, I just want people and our audience to know that you are a power woman yourself. You're a superwoman yourself. So tell me
Okay,
the
okay,
age of
it's
all the
not
three
that.
kids.
Yeah, okay. So, Ruchi, I still strongly believe that each one of us, we are superwoman. I'm just an ordinary person with that extra push within me to help other people and help myself. My eldest one, she's 26 now. My second one, she's 17. And my youngest one is 8 years old. So I have a 9 years gap between all three of them. And I always say this one thing that after my first one, there was a full stop which got converted to comma, but third one is an exclamation. So it's a God's gift. Just and
But
I got
see,
I got my third child at the age I was 44 and a half.
wow, that's beautiful. See, that is a kind of live example that people have all the myths that 30K baad kids are not possible. See, this is a live example that what kind of beauty we have in within and what kind of strength we have in within. So
Oh,
thank you
Ruchi,
for sharing.
I have multiple times in my seminars when people have heard my story, and there are people who have come up to me and said that, you know what, I was wanting a second child, but for some reason I didn't go ahead. And I'm 33, I'm 34, I'm 35, whatever, 30 plus. But now listening to you, I'm going to go ahead. So I am responsible for some population increase in India.
That is so cool. Awesome. Isn't she amazing? I mean, we are just waiting to get the live started. So yes, without wasting another any minutes, because we can talk like this forever, and I have a list of questions ready with me. So let's begin. Are you guys ready? Rita, are you ready?
I'm
Shall
ready,
I just
yes.
hop in? Excellent, excellent. So first, what is the biggest challenge for any women entrepreneur? What's the biggest challenge they face?
So for a women entrepreneur or anybody who's working, not necessarily only entrepreneur, if you are working, a career-oriented person, the challenge is to manage your own self and your family. And I think the biggest challenge is managing yourself, because what happens
True.
is that you always put your family so much first, and yourself goes for a toss, number one. So you are lost in the roles that you play, being a mother, being a daughter, being a sister, whatever. And secondly, there is a very thin line between supporting people and making them dependent on us. And a lot of working women, they make their family so much dependent on them, and then there is so much pressure of work where they feel that they can't take support, and then there
Hmm.
are no other people supporting them. Everything needs to be done by them, and then they feel burnt out because they are taking double responsibility. They are not easing
True.
out their work, so they
Right.
feel guilty that they are not at home, not cooking,
Hmm.
not doing things, so they
Hmm.
take extra chores and end up doing more, and then later
Right.
on they feel burnt out,
But right, right. And
so they
then
lose the
all the
joy.
pile of emotions come out
Yeah,
negatively.
the joy of doing that business, the joy of doing that work, the purpose
Hmm.
that they have, that is lost. The joy is lost, and then it becomes very irritating and routine thing for them.
Right, right. That is absolutely true. And I think in the beginning, I have experienced a similar feeling, and I felt so, so, so guilty of doing anything, even while telling my of Viha was so much, kind of a guilt trip for me. So yes, I absolutely understand, and you have to overcome this feeling, guys, or else you are not progressing anywhere in any fields of your life. Great. So Rita, you are paused for some reason, and I cannot see you. So meanwhile, you can see me and hear me again. I just want to welcome all the new audience joining in. Abhijit, Sarah Khan. Shani. Hi, Sharayu. Hi, Roshni. Oh, for some reason we've just lost her. So maybe we'll get her back again. Don't worry, don't worry. There must be, because she's a busy woman, she has a lot of multiple business channels, so some people might have called her. So Roshni, hello guys for being online. Hi Uru Savala, hi Vidhi Maru, hi Naren Yadav, hello guys. So I'm little down today, my energy is little down today, but I know you guys are enjoying the content. That is more important, and that is the reason I've come online, because after all the issues, the questions, all the doubts that are there in our heads needs to be solved. Hi Bharti Shah, hello guys. So I need to ask Rita to join in again, and I don't know, I cannot see her online, so we'll wait for a couple of minutes, and meanwhile I can see her on my screen. Let me tell you, मैंने ये Monday को after Sushant Singh died, I had put up a video saying that I am there for you. I had given an assurance. Hi Alpa Maru, hi Jeet, hello guys, hello Meena Thakkar. So I had given an assurance to all the people out there, at least to my inner circle, to my community, that I am going to be there for you. And then after, Alpa Maru, I'm not feeling well. It's been 2 days. I'm just low with my cold and cough. And then it's because I'm talking, it's kind of coming up. Hi Pooja Samit Thakkar. So thank you Alpa Maru for being so concerned and asking. But yes, whatever is best for you guys, everything is above my health, so it's okay. Thank you so much. So yes, I was telling this thing that I am going to be there for you, and how I have planned the next 3 weeks for you guys, for all the couples out there. As I promised, my community needs to be strong. Yeah, but I cannot see her online. Hi Pooja Samit Thakkar. Hi Yashi Raka. Thank you so much, Yashi, for the compliment. I really appreciate. Yes, Vidya Sani, I'm not feeling well, but that's okay. I'll be doing good. Jeet, I cannot see Dr. Rita on screen for some reason. I just can't see her. So can you just ask her to, kind of rejoin so that I can see her and I can invite her? Because yeah, Vidya, I cannot see Rita on my screen, so there's no option of re-inviting. So yeah, meanwhile, let me just give you the planner and excite you guys as much as possible. Hi Arjun Thakur, how are you? So yes, the next 3 weeks are going to be a kind of amazing content-packed week for all the couples out there. How to be fit together. See, I want to be there to tell you that relationships are amazing. You just have to trust your partner, and you just have to strengthen your bond for the relationship to work amazingly for you guys. So Be Fit Together is my next entire week, where all the speakers would come in and talk different aspects of being fit together, how you can make your partner compatible, how you make your partner accountable for your weight loss, and maybe getting fit. See, getting fit is not like losing weight always. It's other issues also, health issues, fitness levels, nutrition levels, a lot of things. So Be Fit Together. Thank you Pooja Thakkar. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome too, because you have been amazing audience for me. And yes, hi Neha Gudka, how are you? So I still cannot see. Yes, I can see Rita online now, so I can. And the next week will be how to be rich together. That's amazing, guys, right? You can be rich with just being married or being in a relationship. That's so cool. So yeah, hi Rita, I can see you back. For some reason, I was not able to see you. Yeah, so yes, we can continue. Yes, thanks guys for being so patient with us. And the second question is, Rita, because this is what I had also felt. Can you hear me? Are we good? Great. How to restart a career as married woman has multiple new responsibilities? That's the second question.
Can you come back again? How to
restart
just
your career? Okay. How to restart your career
once you're
as
married? Okay.
Married with multiple new responsibilities. There's new things coming in life.
Okay. So many a times it happens that, once a lady's got married, a girl has got married, she has a child, and she has decided possibly to take a break or a pause or something like that. and now she is thinking in terms of restarting the career. So the first thing
Right.
that she needs to do is decide her why. Why very powerfully, because if she doesn't have a good why in anything in life that you want to do, if you don't have a good why, you're going to give it up very soon. Because what might
Very true.
happen is you have already taken a break, you
Hmm.
have got tuned into being a homemaker for the time being, okay,
Right.
managing household responsibilities and all. Now when you're planning to move out, you will have to train yourself and your family members to let go of certain things, and when that doesn't happen, you will find pressure. And in that pressure, if your why is not strong, you will think, why the hell did I restart? I think it's not cup of tea, I can't do it.
Right.
So first
Right.
of all, your strong why. Second very important aspect for you to restart is you should have a great structure around you, which means
Right.
your family members should be aligned. You should talk to them, a good communication with them as to what would change now that I'm starting, because
Right.
some of the things they'll have to be done before you leave, and you may not be available all the time, so that is very very important. And third thing very important is not to get into guilt trip that I'm not available for my
Yes.
family, my children,
Yes.
because that's the worst thing that can happen for any lady, that we
Very,
all go into guilt trip and then we give up on our dreams.
very true, very true, very true. This is absolutely so. What Rita is specifying over here is before you think of stepping out of that homemaker zone, have a reason to do it. Why means एक रीजन बनाओ आपके लिए कि मैं क्यों करना चाहती हूँ, मैं ये बिजनेस मेरे लिए क्यों, very be around that and structure your entire ideology around that. Great. So that's a very nice insight, Rita. Thank you so much. So, very next question. This is what I am also very
Welcome.
excited to ask you. How do one find its passion? So, how do you find your passion when it comes to anything, maybe? How do you find the passion?
Okay, so if you want to really find your passion, you need to ask yourself, what is it that you would love to do, even if you are not paid for, at any odd time, if you have to do something, something that really inspires you, something that you love to do, right? And for which you may not get money, but it will give you joy.
Happiness.
And third thing you can look at is that what is your core strength that people normally know you for, because a lot of time
Right.
you have certain skills, you have certain power within you, which everybody else can see, but you
Hmm.
yourself cannot see.
Right. Very true, very true. So if you have that kind of thing in your life which gives you joy, and that would be your real passion,
Yeah,
right?
anything, if like for example, to me, if you tell me 12 midnight, Rita, we want to do a live session, I will do it, because for me transforming lives of other people is something that I'm very passionate about, is what I'm passionate about, and not today. It's been there since right my childhood. So whenever there's something where which will help people to grow, if my conversations or my actions help people, I'll go out of the way to do it, with money, without money, doesn't matter. So that is something that is your core, that is your purpose, that
Right,
is your passion.
right,
And it's
right. Great.
always
So
meant for others. So when you think about purpose, it is not something for yourself, it is always what you are going to give to the world, to other people.
so I think that is what passion is different from hobby. So hobby you guys will do for yourself. Like my hobbies are painting, dancing, that's for yourself. And passion is that you are passionate about doing for others, right?
Absolutely. So you may have a hobby, but you're doing it so much that it is bringing some joy, some contribution, some benefit to others' lives. Then your
Right,
hobby also may become your passion. But the
right.
focus is not that I'm doing it for myself. I'm getting more joy when people are enjoying it, or people are getting forwarded, or people are benefited out of it.
Right, right, absolutely. So yes, my next question for the day is how to decide that which profession is suitable for me. So because this like they are beginning from the scratch and things have changed around them. So how to pick up, how to judge for that one profession?
So you got to do your analysis, self-analysis, which most of us we don't do. You know, in schools and colleges, they tell you to do SWOT analysis, and we do SWOT analysis. But have we
Right,
really sat and worked on our own self? What is it that I love to do the most? What are my
right,
strengths? What skills I have? What skills I don't have? What skills I would love to possess? What kind of
right,
technology world is into? What kind of technology I need to gear up
mm,
myself on. And
right,
you know, when I look at 360-degree entirely into myself, I know that, you know, what are the areas where I can leverage, because
right,
all my strengths, my strong points, my skills are something that I can leverage on. Now, for
right,
example, see, I'm not talking about choosing career. There are a lot of
right.
people. I'm a chartered accountant turned into a trainer and coach. There are so many people. I know engineers who have become entrepreneurs. I know computer engineers who have become, you know, business owners. So it's and what defines you as a person. So if I give my example, I was working in an audit firm. I got 32nd rank all over India in my final CA, got into leading audit firm, and within less than a year I realized this is not for me, because I wasn't happy, I wasn't
Right.
enjoying it. And that's when I joined an institution to teach. And within 6 months' time, I realized this is what I love to do. And in terms of money, what I was paid in an industry versus what I was paid in teaching institution is was far, far lesser. But
Right.
my happiness quotient was much, much, fulfillment quotient
Higher.
was much, much higher. So
Right.
I think what defines you as a person. I'm a people's person. I love to meet people. I love to help people. I like to empower people. And that was all meeting there. So
Right.
my prerequisite as a human being were all being met in one job. And I enjoyed that job. But my earlier job, I was hating it
Mm.
because that was not who I was.
Right, right, right. Absolutely true. And this is so cool. I mean, leaving, it must be a courageous decision for you as well, leaving a well-paid job in a high-end firm and joining what you love is being very courageous, and not a lot of women can do it.
I have friends who have come to me and said, you are an idiot for giving up such a great job and going into teaching life. But I'm so happy because had I not taken that decision today, I wouldn't have been here.
Very true, absolutely true. And I think people needs to be like, एक ही life है यार, खुश रहना है. That is what I feel.
Hang on, what you said, Ruchi, that's exactly the key to success. You know, you have only one life, and
Right,
it's all about being happy within.
very
It's
true,
not how
very
much, see, in this lockdown, we have come to know how much money you have doesn't matter. All your material things does not matter. What matters is what you really love to do and who are you.
Okay, so I think this time, yeah, this time it's me who has been lost. So I think I have an internet issue. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can
now
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. You were paused in
Okay,
between.
okay, 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 okay. So yes, moving on to our next question is okay. So this is a question because of lockdown. A lot of people have discovered different skills from them by themselves. Somebody is doing painting, artwork, baking. So baking is blooming these days. Everyone is a baker now. So one of my friend asked, Ruchi, there are a lot of people in the baking business these days. So how to stand out of all and present myself as unique and better baker so I get more customers? That's her question.
Okay, so when you talk about baking, you know, I remember one of my friend. She was also a coach. She is also a coach turned into baker. Her name is Preeti Panikar. She makes amazing cakes, and she's a I mean, she's amazing, and she's known for the cake she makes. Now, if I relate to her, I mean, this question and her, I'll tell you what, you know, the way she stand out compared to other other bakers and people who are making cakes and pastries and all, is how she's communicating on social media. So today it's a world of social media. You know, we are all
Right.
uh, within these four walls with internet and laptop and mobile and all. So what you communicate to people about your baking? What is
Hmm.
baking your expression of? How are
Hmm.
you branding yourself? How are you
Hmm.
showing your uniqueness?
Hmm.
My eldest one, she's a doctor about to complete her MD now. She had sent one link, I think a week back, Snack Bite, some app, and these are all healthy snacks, and there are some cookies and stuff like that. And I was just going through that, and the way that app has shown the ingredients, the calorie count, the carbs, the the content and portion size and all of that. It was the details. I mean, and the pictures and everything. Now that's a positioning. So what they have done is they are not one of those snack
Hmm.
options. They
Right.
are the snack options for people who are health awareness is high, who are looking for those kind of healthy food. So they have positioned themselves, they have seen
Right.
their target audience. So if they say that I'm going to be one of the baker, then you are becoming a generalist. can you
Right.
can you become a specialist even within cake baking? Maybe you are doing all gluten free cakes, or maybe sugar
Right.
free cakes, or maybe vegan cakes, or whatever. Now when
Right.
you go niche into that, now
Hmm.
later on you may have even general cakes, but when you are
Right.
branding yourself, you're positioning yourself, known for that, then you are directly
Right.
hitting one segment of customer, and in that way, in that customer segment, you become a specialist.
Right, right. That's a very nice way to put yourself out. So I hope she's there on this call and she's got her answer. If not, if you have any other continuation question, please drop in the live question and we shall take it too. So yes, positioning is what helps you stand out unique, even though there are multiple bakers in your field, but people will still approach you if you portray yourself as unique. So thank you so much. The next question is how to advertise. Okay, so that's a long question. I'll read it out and maybe then you can just frame it. Okay, so how to advertise cookies and other food products specifically, and if I want to upscale my business, how to foresee my first investment needed and the costing involved in it, and what all things I would require by setting, how to foresee all my investment as related to the business and products basically.
Do you know the
Little
name of the
more
person?
specific question.
Do you know the name of the person who has asked question?
Uh,
She needs
yeah,
a coach. She needs a business coach. Because I'll
yeah,
tell you
she's
what, there
there.
are yeah, this question is very, very long. May not be able
Yes.
to justify within this short time, but I'll tell you simply that how do you advertise? First of all, you need to understand who your customers are. What's your
Mm-hmm.
customer's mindset? If your customers are available where? See, if your
Hmm.
customers are youngsters, then they are available
Hmm.
maybe on Instagram more, right? Now if you don't understand who your customers are and you are
Hmm.
advertising, let's say for example you are advertising uh, on boards, billboards,
Hmm.
okay, but your
Hmm.
customers are on Facebook,
Hmm.
your advertising is gone for a toss. So your
Right.
advertising has to match, and it should be targeting to your customer. I'm not a marketing
Right.
person, but I understand people's psychology. So I'm talking from
Right.
the mindset point of view, that find out what your customers are, where are they mostly available, where are they seen, which is the easiest medium to reach out to them.
Right.
I mean, I love Amul ads, okay, all Amul
Yes,
butter ads,
me too.
and I
They
keep
are
looking
amazing.
for it, and the latest one was
Right.
brilliant ad, okay, the
Exactly.
one which
Right.
just came last week. Now,
Right.
what are they doing? What are they doing? They are in urban areas. They are giving a very powerful message. Now, that's a very
Hmm.
beautiful way of advertising. So if you are
Right.
advertising through stories, through relevant uh, issues, current issues happening, people are going to be more connected. So advertising is all about connecting to your customers. If your customer can relate to who you are, your customer is going to buy.
Very
Customer
true.
does not buy product. Your customers don't buy
Right.
products. People buy people. They don't buy products. So you got to
Very true.
connect to people. You got to, that is how you will plan your advertisement. Second question is how to scale up and how do you decide how much investment. Now, there is no standard rule as such how much investment is required for scaling up. You will have to do your compliance report. You will have to do your feasibility report. You will have to see what is your projection for next 5 years, how much of working capital you will require, how much of fixed capital you will require, all of that. And that will decide like how much of workforce you will require. Are you going to grow in one stage, or are you going to grow in a phased manner? If you are going to grow in a phased manner, then you must have additional money for pumping in for infrastructure like rent or anything. So you will have to plan well if you are thinking about scaling up. But before you think about scaling up, it's very important that you find out, is your current business profitable enough? And is your
Hmm.
time ready for you to scale up? Because you cannot
Right.
scale up till you have that critical mass. So if you
Right.
don't have that critical mass and you are planning to scale up, it may become a negative cash flow. So first have
Right.
that critical mass, have your committed customers. You know that you have reached a point of tip off and now you are ready to scale off. And that's when you start scaling.
Awesome. And I suddenly feel that I am into a lecture and a professor is
I'm
teaching me.
sorry. I'm
No,
really
no, no,
sorry.
that's
So that's
no,
what
no,
I
no,
say.
that's
That a lot of
absolutely
it is
okay.
technical.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
Because,
why
but
I
I
say she
think
needs to come for a
she
coaching session.
she is there. I think she is listening to you and getting her dots solved. But I think this answer is very much required for in
So one
business
fail,
or yeah.
yeah. So one of the reason
No
why
worries.
people fail is they don't plan their scale up. Either they don't scale up, like they become
Hmm.
complacent wherever they are.
Hmm.
The time for
Right.
scaling up has come and they have not leveraged their position. Or they try to scale up much before that they should be scaling up. And then
Right.
there is a breakdown.
Hmm. It's
Yeah,
to
Dipti is
be
saying it's to be taken
taken.
as a compliment. Of course, Dipti. Ruchi is a good friend, so we're just joking around.
यस आई एम ट्राइंग सो आई थिंक बिकॉज जिन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था वो तो अच्छे से सुन रहा है बाकी लोगों के लिए ज्यादा टेक्निकल ना हो जाए सो आई वाज जस्ट काइंड ऑफ लूजिंग अ एटमॉस्फेयर ग्रेट सो थैंक यू दीप्ति एंड थैंक यू गाइस फॉर बीइंग an amazing audience there are still a lot of questions so hang on there and if you have questions please give it us in between we'll definitely take us to that so yes the next question is again there is some kind of technical questions I have because there are a lot of friends of mine Rita who is trying to do something from their home itself सब काम खत्म करके they are trying to be there out for people and be there in the market so I think I have definitely a lot of practical questions so how to attract customers what kind of offers should we make and how to design an offer that's my second question I mean the next question
So, okay. Okay. So, how to attract the right customer? Uh, Again, understand what are you selling, what problem of your customer you are solving. It's not
hmm.
about product. What outcome are you giving to your customer, right?
Right
So, if you are baking a cake, and if it is a
hmm.
normal cake, then you are solving an outcome of, I wanting sugar or I wanting to have a nice time. I'm a foodie. I love cake, and I want to just enjoy my cake. But if you're making a cake which is gluten free, which is sugar free, which is healthy cake, then you're providing a different outcome, that you are saying that for me, I am a healthy person, and even though I am eating something which is supposed to be not healthy, but now I have an healthy option, and I can just satisfy my taste buds. So outcomes are different. The product may seem to be same. So first of all,
Right.
you need to understand what outcome are you satisfying. Okay.
Right.
Now, while designing the offer, in 5 minutes I can give you an answer, but I'll just tell you quick fixes or quick hacks of designing offer is your offer has to solve the problem that is unsolved and show to your customer what after solution is available to your customer.
Right.
So if I come back to the same cake example, gluten-free cake, sugar-free cake, then the problem that the customer has is, somebody like me, I love cake, but I am health conscious and I'm not eating cake. So my problem is, oh my God, I am missing my cake. And now the solution that you are providing is that you can have your cake and still keep your fitness level and your health in control, and you're not
Right.
eating junk. So the
Right.
problem that I have is, I don't want to eat junk. I don't want to put on weight. So I need a solution which will show me that slimmer Rita which I am looking for. Now,
Okay, I think you paused again. Is it me or is it Rita? Rita, you paused for me. Is it me or Rita? Guys, can you see me or can you see Rita? Because I can't see Rita.
yeah, here I am back. I think some signals went off. Can you see me now?
Okay, I missed you, Rita.
Are you able to hear me now?
You got paused. I don't know. I can hear you now.
No problem. So
Absolutely,
I'll just
yes.
repeat last line. I said, if you are able and show them what's available as a future, their solution, then that
Right.
offer will become absolutely bang on. And remember one thing, that it is any offer, 20% of the offer is facts, okay? 80% is emotions. So first you have to give them facts, your
Right.
testimonial, by all the facts, how much calories, how much carbohydrates is a facts, right? And
Right.
facts, testimonial, evidences, all of that to take care of your logical brain. And then 80% is emotions. And now you have to take them onto feeling. How do you feel not eating that cake? How would it be if I could give you a solution where you could have your cake and still not worry
And
about
still
your weight
fit.
next day morning when you go on your scale? Wow, I have got a solution for
Very
you.
true.
This is
Wow.
a cake which is gluten
Very
free.
true.
Vidya has been trying it. She's
Right.
already lost 15 kg and she's never put on weight. Ruchi has been using it, and so on. So what am I doing is, I first taken care of your logical mind, then your emotional aspect.
Right. Very true. I think we are discussing cakes and cookies so much that it's very, very tempting. So I think this live is going enjoying because of the food that we are talking about.
See, I am a
And the
foodie, and
next,
first two, three questions came about all baking and cake, and I love cake. So I think it's easiest to connect. If I take any other product, if I'm
right,
going to talk about training, coaching,
right,
and somebody who is a fashion designer won't be able to
right.
relate to it, right?
Very true. Right. So our next question is equally funny, but I think it's very, very serious, and most of us would be facing that. That how to handle relatives as customers. So customers तो handle हो जाते
Oh
हैं,
my
but
God,
वो
please don't handle. Please
relatives.
don't handle. Worst thing to do is have your relatives as customers. I'll tell you why.
Right.
Uh, and never at the beginning of your business. Okay.
Right.
Once you are established, once you have proven yourself, and if they are coming to you, that's perfectly fine. But if you think you begin your business with your relatives, that's the suicidal. Okay. Absolutely. Because I'll tell you what, A, they will expect a lot of freebies. They will
Right.
expect
Right.
a lot of pampering. a lot of discounts, and they'll
Right,
be
right.
over expecting, and they won't take you as a professional. So
Very true.
if Ruchi is my cousin sister, I'm looking at Ruchi as my sister.
Hmm.
So my expectation is not as a coach, my expectation is as sister. So there is a
Right,
collapsing relationship in
right.
this time. Right.
Right, right. So, yes, these were all questions from the same person. So, I hope they are taken care of. And moving on to the next person, which are the biggest mistakes that any business women can avoid? That's, I think, very interesting question, and all the business women out there must know this thing.
So can we do one thing? This question we reserve for a little later. We
Right,
we finish up other question because I'll need little time for this question.
right. So, there's one more question that is a little technical again. That which are the licenses other than FSSAI? So, this is again technical.
So again, licenses will depend on the businesses they want to get into. If you are a professional, you will need a professional tax. If your business is going to be under GST, you will need GST, and so many other shop and establishment license, and so many other licenses. So I think, depending on what business you are going to be in, you will have to procure the licenses. But don't worry about licenses. You can catch hold of one chartered accountant, or one person who is going to help you with the entire business setup, may charge some fees for you, but would do everything easily. Don't worry
Right.
about, one of the thing I want to tell Ruchi here is, I have one video on my YouTube channel, and that video is titled as How is a Trap? And the
Okay.
question that has come right now is actually also from that perspective. So let me just explain what is it. In our
Yes.
life, we want to do something, we think about how are we going to do it, and we get stopped. I am only saying, don't think about how. Your why is
Right.
big, how can be figured out. So moment you know that I want to start business, no matter what, you will hire a
Hmm.
chartered accountant, pay 10, 20, 50,000, whatever, and get all licenses done. But if you are going
Hmm.
to first figure out what all licenses I require, and then you are saying, oh my God, business karne mein to itna kuch chahiye hai, I cannot
Hmm.
manage business, and then you give up the whole idea of doing business.
Very true. Very true.
So
I
if your
think that
why
is
is
there.
strong, how can be managed? And do
Managed.
watch this video, How is a Trap? Because in anything in your life, when you are doing, ask yourself only one question. Do I have a big enough why? How will be
Right.
figured out?
Wow, that's absolutely brilliant statement, and I think I will take this as a learning from this life, because whenever I feel weak, I always think that how will I manage? How I have no household because of the lockdown. There's a lot of problems increasing these many days. But today also, when I thought, how will I manage doing a call with Rita, or this illness and coughing and going on, and then I remembered you, and I know that everything will be sorted because Rita is with me. So yes, I think this is a very important takeaway. I will have personally, it's my personal favorite. Thank you for giving me that lesson for life. So yes, I have two more questions left. Before going to two more questions, I would like to again thank you all for being us and being an amazing audience, and few more new joinees, Ronak, Sarita, Akshay, Lakshmi Narayan. Thank you so much. And you've been complimenting
And thanks for
Hemangi,
all lovely
Nimesh, with
comments, Ruchi, that they are
Bhavya,
all
Prince.
posting.
Very true, very true. Dakshita, Bhakti, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. And we just are almost about to close our call. We have but two
Oh, by
important
the way,
questions, which I
lovely Gunwati has messaged that yes, enjoying about cakes and tempting to eat, Vidya says.
yes, exactly, yes, exactly. And I think they are very amazing audience, and that is the reason they're supporting us from all. Please,
I
uh,
feel one thing, that life is all about having fun, enjoying every moment. It's very beautiful. Don't make it heavy, you know. Just
true.
chill, relax.
Thank you, Vandana, for this beautiful rose. And now I move on to the second last question: how to be successful? I think that's my personal favorite question also, because even I want to know how to be successful as a
Okay.
businesswoman.
So how do you be successful is a very important thing is to be successful. First, you have to have that mindset of being ready to be successful. Two things that people have. One is a fear of failure, and one is a fear of success. Now, knowingly or unknowingly, everybody has both the fears, but in different degrees. And this fear of failure and fear of success pushes you down and not allow you to achieve success. So, first of all, you should be ready for success.
Excuse me, I'll pause you over here. Did you actually say that people have fear of success? I mean, how can
Yes.
we anybody be afraid of success? I mean, that is what we are looking for.
Right. So I'll tell you one thing, people who have it will understand. I'm telling you, all of us have it. However,
Mm-hmm.
we have both the fears, but one of them is dominating one. The other one is a milder one. Now, people who have fear of success are the people who will do everything right. They'll come to that final stage, almost there in winning a race, and then they give up, and you feel like, oh my god, this person had almost reached there, it
Right,
was
right,
almost
right, right,
there, and
right,
how come this person gave up? And
right.
the reason that person gave up is because that person cannot handle. What happens is the success brings a lot of over expectations from environment. Some of your people will not be with you, because when you grow, you can't be with Amitabh Bachchan, right? The
Right,
childhood friend of Amitabh Bachchan will not meet Amitabh Bachchan the way he met, right? So
right,
success will bring some change, which will be uncomfortable. Every change is uncomfortable, right? But here you may lose some of your
right,
near and dear ones. Your near and dear ones expectations from you will change, and your expectations about yourself will change, your commitment to growth will change, and very important thing, you will have to expand yourself and work harder.
right, right,
And at that point
right,
of time,
very
you feel you choose to be complacent, you choose to be okay being with okay, and then you give up.
right, right. And what about fear of be failed? That's, I think that's the higher,
So
intensity
person who has
everybody.
fear of failure does not start generally, and person who has
Okay,
fear of success starts and
but
reaches up
doesn't
to
end.
some point and gives up, gives
Right,
up
right. So
in between.
how do you work on this mindset? How do one control this mindset that okay, we'll balance it out?
So, so two, three most important things. First, your why. I'm sorry, but I'm going to talk about this all the time because I feel, your why is very, very important. Why do you want
Right,
to be
right.
successful? What is going to be available for you? So if Ruchi becomes successful 5 years from now, what is it that
Hmm.
Ruchi will get? How her
Hmm.
daughter will look up to her, how your parents
Right,
will look to you, how society will look, what is it? So what's your big
right.
why? Now, if your why is big enough,
Hmm.
that will take care of your fear, because if your why is big enough, your fears will not stop you. Second very important thing is your environment. Who do you hang
Hmm.
around with? Who are the people
Right.
around you? Like I of Superwoman Unleashed. Now, Superwoman Unleashed is a growth such that people can help each other, people can support each other, and sometimes you will go down. But if you have a
Right.
community, if you have people around you who inspire you, one statement can change your life, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
so a second point is have an environment which is
Hmm.
such that. Third very important thing is you got to keep. I'm not saying that think about big actions, but do you have, roadmap to
Hmm.
your success? Have you planned all small actions that are
Right.
required? Do only one today, no problems. But are you forwarding
Right.
in that journey? So consistency is
Hmm.
very, very important thing. Constantly, if you're taking action, having an environment, and having a right mindset. So number one, mindset; two, environment; and three, actions. All of them, this
Amazing.
success triangle always works.
Right,
It's a triangle. I call it
right.
as a success triangle. If you have all three of them, and not number one, number two, number three, all three actually are,
Hmm.
interchangeable,
Hmm.
whichever comes first, but it's all important.
Yeah, and I think this would not only work in the professional front, but what I tell my couples is exactly the same, that you need to be consistent. You need to have a mindset that will work for your relationship. So I think if you have that right thought process, right belief system, and you get rid of all the toxicity inside you and outside you, you will be able to have much clarity of what you want in life. So be it being a happy relationship, or be it a successful woman or entrepreneurial journey, I think everywhere mindsets and are more important than skill sets. That is what I feel. Skills you can develop anytime. What do you think?
Absolutely. And see, 90% of it is mindset, to be very
Right.
honest. Skills can be learned, but if you don't have mindset, having
Hmm.
skill, you will not be doing anything. So
Right.
that's very, very important thing. And one of the things that one needs to understand is, are you being, I come across a lot of women. I keep sharing stories of people whom I have coached. And one of the things that people always come up to me and ask, do you think I can do it?
Yes.
And when I say that, I am sure you will be able to do it, and they say
Right.
okay. And then 1 year 2 year later, when I meet them, and they say, because you said, I did it. And I realize one thing, that people have very low self image about themselves, so they don't trust
Right.
themselves, they don't believe they can do it. But the moment
Right.
somebody else believes in you, that is the time you feel that yes, yes, I will be able to do it. That's why having
Right.
that environment, like we have Gemini Dar here, who's an
I know. I
awesome,
know. I
awesome friend
know.
and coach, and Ruchi is an awesome friend. So if you have an environment of these kind of friends who always support you, who always help you, then you won't give up. Thanks,
Right, right.
Gemini. Love you so much.
Thank you. So actually, we three are constantly pumping each other. So super senior coaches, they have been in this contribution journey since ever. Gemini and Rita today, super. So one Wonder Woman and another woman is constantly behind me to prove that no, Ruchi, you just have to be out there yourself, just be true to yourself, just be there for people, and think about people before you think about yourself. And there's so big support, and I think the entire thought processes changes when you have such kind of mastermind working around you. So very true, and I completely agree that having a right environment works miraculously well. So now with that note, the last question that we had kept.
Ruchi, we left one question for last.
Yes.
We had
I'm coming to
kept
that
one
question.
question pending.
Right. I'm coming to exactly that question, that what are the biggest mistakes that any businesswoman can make?
Okay. So the biggest mistake any businesswoman or even businessman can make is not really understand what are you doing. People sell products, people sell services, but what they don't understand is what problem are they solving. Not understanding the problem that they are solving and thinking from the perspective of a product or a service is one of the biggest mistake. Moment we understand the problem that we are solving, we will have much more clarity about our customers, about our target audience, about our behavior of our customers, the channels of advertisements, and all of that. The reason I kept this at the end is because I want to share a little bit about this from the perspective of a story, so that you will understand. Now, I love sharing stories of successful people, and this story is about youngest billionaire of India, and that is Ritesh Agarwal, Oyo Rooms, and a very
Yes.
simple young boy who thinks about a problem. And the problem that he thought about was that there are hotel rooms available which are not being hired. And on the other hand, people who want to travel, who want to take rooms on rent, but it's very expensive and out of budget for them. And how do
Hmm.
I solve this problem? On one hand, the business owner does not have enough business, and on the other hand,
Business.
the customer wants it, but customer does not have access to cheaper means of staying and traveling. And then
Right.
he comes up with Oyo rooms, and rest is history. And today this guy is the youngest billionaire from India,
Billionaire.
and we are so proud. And he has his roots, very simple person. But I would just say one thing, that if you really understand success story of any entrepreneur, you will find
Hmm.
out that they understood the problem that they are solving. If you
Right.
understand the problem that you are solving, then you understand your customers, you understand what they want, what are their problems, what channels can I reach out to them, what kind of communication I can have with my customers, and so on and so
Hmm.
forth. So if that is not clear, and if you come across and say that, okay, I'm selling earrings, or I'm selling an outfit, but then why? What is that why? What problem are you solving? That is not clear, then you are not, your communication is going to be very vague. And the moment your communication is very vague, it's going to affect your business.
Right.
So
So
I'll
I
share
think
one more
again,
story
yes, yes,
just
please.
to reinforce this point. And this is a story about the founder of Your Story, which is a very big platform,
Yes, yes,
a
yes. I
young
am
girl
aware about it.
who created this platform. And I think Tatas have invested, multiple people have invested into Your Story platform. And Your Story is a platform where they bring out stories of people. Similarly, founder of Josh Talks. Now, if
Yes.
I'm the reason I'm talking about both of them, the founder of the Josh Talk said that I wanted to create a platform for people to bring out their stories. It need not be like TEDx, which is technical, educational, innovative. No, it can be ordinary stories and making those people extraordinary. So that's
Hmm.
how Josh Talks came, and vernacular languages. And then today it's a very big platform. Similarly, Your Story. Can I reach
Yes.
out to those stories which are untold, which are hidden somewhere? There are gems in the society, and my purpose is to inspire other people. Can I build a platform such that these stories are going to be showcased? Now, because they had
Right.
very clear, what I would say, clarity about what is the problem they want to solve for this society.
Right. Hmm.
Then they knew their target audience, and all rest, whatever I spoke, is very, very true. So,
Right.
see, any business owner, if you have your clarity about what problem you are solving, you can profile your customers, plan your strategy, business, everything.
So I think again we come to the same statement that your why has to be enough, has to be strong enough. Why am I doing this? To solve a particular problem. I think again we'll have that fall in the place. Am I right?
I'll
Am I
tell you
getting you
two
right?
things. Why? Yeah.
Hmm.
So why am I doing it is for me. Like, why am
Okay.
I being a coach or speaker? Is because I am on a mission to impact 1 million people. So what do I want to
Right.
leave for others? Okay. But
Right.
what am I doing? What problem? But what in women empowerment? I
Right.
am helping people to tap their potential, which they already have,
Hmm.
but they are not aware of. So I'm changing their
Right.
mindset, I'm tapping their potential,
Right.
and helping them to grow 10 times than what they imagine. So now, if I say this, it makes, so if you are a business owner, you're growing, the growth is visible for you. But if I say I am
Right.
a women empowerment coach, and I help women, you will ask me, help women into what?
Hmm.
Are you helping fashion designers? Are you
Right.
helping jewelry designers? Are you
Hmm.
helping chartered accountants? Are you helping? So then I am
Hmm.
not clear, and I'll say, no, but I help anybody. So then
Right.
it's not powerful. But if I say that, okay, the problem I want to solve is professional women and business owners who are stuck in their life, who want to grow in their life, I am helping them through my system for them to grow and tap their own potential.
Right.
And
Right.
I
Right.
ensure that people grow. Like, I have multiple stories from zero to business owners and successful business owners. And when I give you those testimonials, you know now it's not my why. It is what am I giving to you.
Right.
And my why should be focused on what is, because if my why is going to be, see, a lot of time people forget this. So a lot of time when people do goal setting, they say, okay, I want to be entrepreneur because I want to make 5 crore. Now, if that is your why, then you will never be able to achieve it. The reason is because money is the lowest hanging fruit, and it is never going to inspire you. And if you say that I want to make 5 crore, and now suppose you didn't make 5 crore, you'll not feel yourself successful. But if you say that I want to impact 5 lakh women, now even when you impacted first 50 women,
you feel much accomplished. I actually, yeah, you are back now. So yes, I think the accomplishment is much more than when you are not counting your finances. So I think money is always a byproduct, and all the successful businessman has kept this mindset that money will flow in if you contribute correctly. Oyo Rooms, I don't think when he started he would have thought that I'll make money out of it. He wanted to solve a problem, so money flew for him like anything. So yes, a very beautiful insight. And again, so I think I should tell all the females out there who are into business or are planning to grow their business or upscale or restart, everybody define your why and what. I think that would be an amazing thing to start with, right, Rita?
Absolutely, absolutely. And please don't focus on how.
Yeah, don't focus on how. Very true. So yes, we have again a lot of compliments flowing in. I will just take it again. So hi all the new viewers. Hello Smith. Hello
So if I have
Nirali.
to,
Hello
if I
Naren.
have to make, Ruchi, if I have to make one mathematical
Yes.
equation, I will say success is equal to W square. So
Can you come again?
And
Can you come again?
I'm saying
Success. Okay, I lost
W square. That is 2 times W, which is why and what. So why are you doing it and what problem you are solving? Plus action, which is A, minus how.
So this is what a CA does when she becomes a coach.
I just created it right now.
You should patent it right away.
Yeah, I will do that.
Amazing. So I think we have lots of insights from this session, and I think you guys have learning and enjoying the session. Please put in your comments. We are already above 1 hour into the session, and I hope I have kind of taken care of all the questions possibly. I'm just going through, haven't I missed anything? No, I think we have covered it pretty well. So yes, Vandana Sonpal is telling us that something that we know it, but it is an experience to hear from someone who is a master. Thanks, Rita. Thanks to Ruchi for introducing Rita to us. Thank you attention to bring as many experts into our network, so that you come to know that this is possible. Being happy is possible, being successful is possible, being a superwoman is possible. And if I just come and tell you, you won't believe me, but if I show you Rita Shah, you will believe me, guys, because she is a live example herself. And that's the only intention I have for the next 3 to 4 weeks that are coming. I'm going to bring as many experts for you guys out there, so that we together can create a difference and make our lives even more happy. Great. So we are getting in so many comments. Lovely explanation by Rita. Pleasure, awesome equation. Thank you guys so much. Is there anything you want to end at the end?
Ruchi, I'm tempted to create maybe a second episode or something like that on a parenting, because another another topic that I love to talk about is parenting journey, because being mother of
Right.
3 children, 3 different age group, I think there are a lot of things that parents
We
have,
have
some
an
amazing.
entire week for. So I think
And my
to
request to all the people who are, this is, send your request. It's a Facebook group for creating that environment. And follow
true.
me, follow Ruchi on our social handles. My social
Right.
handles are Dr. Rita Shah, DrREETASHAH, everywhere.
Right. So you can just Google and find her. She is everywhere across Google. Also, you can follow her. If you feel that she's been doing amazing last 1 hour, go and follow her right away. Also, I will keep on updating you for the next lives that are going to happen so that you can stay excited, stay in love, stay happy, because guys, that's our doodles. Happily ever after does exist and we will make it possible. All righty, so we are signing off. Bye bye, Rita. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Bye.
being there and sharing
Bye,
the screen
everyone.
with
Thank you
me.
so much.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you all.
Bye bye. Bye, guys. Signing off. Bye bye.